inside the hustle and bustle of the Santa Monica Pier. I love this place, it's crazy. Just like the sport I love, boxing, which is kind of hustle and bustle and a bit crazy as well. The best boxer on planet Earth has descended on LA. I'm talking about Terence Crawford versus Madrimov, and they're about to go crazy. That there is crazy. Anyway, enough of that, let's do it.
Live on DAZN, August 3rd, Crawford versus Madrimov. How do you know you're the best? Is it the 40-fight undefeated streak? Dominating 3 divisions? Or is it that you're always looking for more? Facing an undefeated champion on the #1 boxing platform in the world, Crawford versus Madrimov. August 3rd, buy now at DAZN.com.
Riyadh season has gone international. Look, if I had my choice of where it could go international, I don't think there are many better places than LA. I mean, if we're gonna go somewhere, let's go LA, please. And we are here in LA for what is gonna be a crazy, crazy night of boxing. We're talking Terence Crawford versus Israil Madrimov, and look who we got as well, a couple of champions. Showtime Sean Porter, the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. This is your hometown, Sergio, LA. Sell it to us, this is it.
Well, I mean, this is LA, but LA's a big place, and yeah, I'm from the opposite side of LA, but yeah, it's beautiful here.
Don't lie, Sergio, you're from the rich side. This is you. You've probably got a flat just over there as well. But this is good, isn't it? I mean, Riyadh season going international, and I do think it's important that if you are going to go America, come somewhere like here.
Oh, yeah. No, it's beautiful here because, look, you get a lot of tourism here, of course, but you get the pier. This is like world famous. Everyone knows it's sunny. The weather's always great. What's not to love? So Riyadh season from Riyadh all the way to LA and Santa Monica, love it. Can't get better.
Sean, you fought here a few times as well. In terms of a fighting city, what's it like?
Yeah, you know, I just love the fact that we hit the pier.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking to myself, like, why wouldn't every boxing promotion take place, do something at the pier? Everybody's here. Most people come down here, they're looking for something else to do. Give them something to do on Saturday night. And the same type of excitement and thrill we get right here at the pier with all of the festivities, that's how fight night is out here in LA. It's always fun. It's always exciting, great high energy. I love that as a fighter.
Yeah, I love it as well. We've visited so many fantastic venues this week, not just the pier, the Chinese theater as well, and so much more to come as well. People, stick with us. Obviously, look, the main attraction, though, is a certain Mr. Terence Crawford, freeweight world champion, trying to be 4-weight world champion. And what I love about this Terence Crawford era now is there's now a debate. Is it Terence Crawford? Is it Alexander Usyk? Is it Inoue, pound for pound #1? Let me go down the line. What is it?
It's revolving chairs. It's whoever makes a bigger statement. I mean, you're only as good as the last guy that you beat, and that's the way it is in boxing. So yeah, it's revolving chairs. Right now, I personally think it's Inoue. You could say it's Usyk. Crawford gets a knockout, it's gonna be him. Who knows?
It's like musical chairs.
It is, isn't
Music goes off and somebody's sitting down, and it's like, all right, I got you on the next one. And that's literally how it is.
Yeah.
They continue to one-up each other, 1A, 1B, 1C, just like that.
It's been a long time since we've had 3 guys. Like we had the Pac-Man Floyd era, Canelo era. We haven't had 3 competing, and it's like you've almost got to be double undisputed, or you don't even get in the conversation.
Well, the awesome part about it though is that the weight classes of this, I guess for the sake of this competition, it's like they're very far apart. You know what I mean? So you really are covering pound for pound. That's what makes it cool to me.
That's actually a good point. You get the smaller guys in bantamweight. You get the heavy guys. Yeah, great point. Welterweight.
He's not just good looking.
Y'all thought I wasn't gonna make it on time.
He knows what he's doing. He is here. We've been focusing on Terence Crawford. I mean, again, I think the pound for pound #1, current freeweight world champion. This is how he got from here to there.
Nice little warm up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet is back. Having conquered 3 divisions, he now has his sights set on a 4th. Camp has begun.
Once we get to Colorado Springs, we all know what time it is. It's like, all right, here we go.
Let's go, Trey.
Bud Crawford, let's go, August 3rd. Tune in. Be there or be square.
First week is gonna be hard because you gotta get acclimated to the climbing and the altitude, but we know it's work time.
It ain't about beating. We already know you're gonna beat Madrimov. We gotta make a statement, bro. Go. Catch him, bud. I see you, champ. Catch him, champ. Hunt him down, champ. Okay. You got a head start, too.
Money truck don't come to the front door. You got to go get it.
Business in the front, party in the back. Baby, what's up?
They want what we got, but they can't have it. We know it's at stake. Discipline.
At this point in his career, Bud Crawford is chasing greatness as he confronts the junior middleweight for the first time. Live on DAZN.
Come back 2 up top.
Every fighter will like the move up in weight.
Only special talent get to do that. And he's that pound for pound special, once in a lifetime talent that's able to do that.
Will his power carry up? Will his speed be the same? We don't quite know.
The impact of his punch as he moves up in weight, it just will not be the same.
This is how you get beat as a great fighter. You move too far up the weight classes. We'll find out if that's the case at Allstead.
Go get it, champ. Push. Ah. Yeah. Sinking, champ.
As I get older, you never know how your body is going to react. But I'm confident that I'll be good. I'm looking forward to feeling more energized, stronger. 147 was tough. The last fight was, it took a lot out of me, weigh-ins, but as you can see, from me training so hard, my body just bounced right back to normal because, it's used to going through that trauma.
He has 9 straight knockouts, so he's crushing everybody.
It's the way that he's beating guys down. I mean, he beats everybody down and he knocks them out.
Terence Bud Crawford, TKO.
Let's see how high his ceiling is to where he can't crush somebody.
He remains undefeated and walks away with the strap.
I think that Terence Crawford is one of the best fighters of our generation.
You saw against Sean Porter, Bomac said, listen, you're behind on the scorecards. Crawford's like, what? What did he do? He came up and knocked Sean Porter out.
And another combination. Beautiful work by Crawford.
He's the only fighter I've ever been in the ring with where at some point in the fight I wasn't able to dictate anything.
9 straight knockouts, plenty of power, ambidextrous, southpaw, orthodox, great hand speed, amazing in-ring IQ. He's the perfect fighter.
While his greatness is undeniable, it wasn't always destined to be this way for Terence Crawford. His early career was an uphill battle, struggling to secure high-profile fights. Bud's big break came to step in as a late replacement to fight feared and heavy-handed Bradis Prescott in 2013.
My manager, he really didn't want me to take the fight. And I was just like, well, I'm taking the fight. They was like, oh, well, let's go. It changed my whole life.
Opportunities followed, and a year later, Crawford faced Ricky Burns in a bid to fulfill his dream of becoming a world champion.
That moment was the best feeling in my whole career, still to this day. It's easy to become champion, and it's hard to stay champion. You always got a big target on your back. You always got somebody that want to dethrone you.
That's right, champ. Way to go get it.
He's always in shape. There's no anything that he has in terms of vices. It is completely focused on boxing.
Sometimes they want to take days off and say, all right, man, you need to rest your body. And I'd be like, I think I'm gonna train. No, I've been swimming since amateur. It's easier on your joints, getting your breathing together, getting your shoulders, your arms, your whole body. Swimming work your whole body. I just love that feeling of my body aching because it's working. If I was doing it and I didn't feel nothing, then I'm not going hard enough.
Going that hard, having that level of dedication, matched with extraordinary talent, saw Crawford become the pound-for-pound #1 in the world when he met Errol Spence Jr. in his super fight 12 months ago to become undisputed champion.
I thought the Crawford-Spence fight was going to be neck and neck.
The fight was one of the best fights in the last 20 years.
I was eager to prove the doubters wrong and all the people that believed in me right.
Who is the welterweight king?
He just got dogged in him. He wanted that challenge.
He wanted to be called pound for pound great, and we had to go through Spence to get to that point.
I saw what Terence was doing in that first round, and I said, he set him up. It's a wrap.
Crawford drops Spence at the end of the second round.
I told y'all.
You could see the advantages in power, in speed, in accuracy.
Our game plan was a little bit more ready for his style than his game plan was ready for my style.
That was a shining moment for Terence Crawford.
And just the fashion that he did the fight in, that he dominated Spence it was just more the icing on the cake.
Oh, the parade was dope. Biggest moments of probably my life.
I was there. Everybody loves Terence Crawford. They understand him.
All right, let's talk about Terence Crawford, the main man, right? I mean, this is Crawford versus Madrimov. What do you guys make of that? Madrimov's the champion. I mean, do you care about those things? Should it not say Madrimov versus Crawford? Do fighters care?
Yes,
I've always
they care.
wondered.
They always care about the name. They care about the poster. They care about who comes out to the ring first and next. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's bragging rights.
You never cared?
I never cared. He was one of the emotional guys in the game. I was never emotional. I never cared about it. You'll be saying my name after the fact, you know? And I believe that that's how Madrimov is treating this.
Yeah.
He doesn't care that his name isn't first. He doesn't care that he's a champion. He is an American, so he's not like privy to those little
intricacies.
Those little intricacies and those little, you're playing favorites here, you know what I mean? So he doesn't care about that. And the good part about that is most times that would get into your psyche.
I don't know, Sean. I think in Uzbekistan they know what the B-side is. Ooh. And when you're the B-side as a champion, that's a disrespect. And as long as he brings that energy and that resentment to the ring against the #1 fighter in the world and prove it inside the ring, then whether you're #1 or B side doesn't matter.
You know, I respect Sean for so many different reasons. Like, obviously, Sean, fantastic fighter, but Sean for me was the first fighter to give Crawford the opportunity when they said fighters are on this side of the street, and Crawford couldn't step on this side of the street. He stepped up, fought Sean, obviously got a good victory, but then he had that really massive victory against Errol Spence. That took him from, I guess, a hardcore boxing fan to like the casual boxing fans knowing who he is around the world.
Yeah, the funny part, me retiring after the fight, I think that took a little steam off of what he did and how he accomplished getting the victory against me. But when he came out and steamrolled Errol Spence the way that he did, right, I think he got himself into a position that I personally believe he belonged in probably 2, 3, 5 years ahead of that schedule. So I think even right now, bringing him to LA, it's going to sell out because it's Terence Crawford. It's not going to sell out because it's boxing. It's not going to sell out because it's a championship title night fight. It's going to sell out because it's Terence Crawford.
Yeah, he is a special fighter, isn't he? But Sean's right, because when Sean did retire, it does take a little shine when you beat someone that then says, okay, enough's enough for me. Because you wonder where Sean was.
I didn't do it on purpose.
But when he got the Errol victory, there was no mistaking that Terence Crawford's the best fighter in the world.
No, 100%. I mean, you take a little shine off that because of everything that Errol went through. Yeah. But still, your victory, actually, the fact that when he beat you, that one surprised me because you were in that fight. That was a very good physical fight. The fact that you retired still baffles me, Sean, but we're going to leave it at that.
No, I've tried to get him back. I've tried.
No, it still baffles me. It was in the fight. But the Errol Spence one, absolutely. That sent him into another language where people recognize a man from Nebraska as one of the pound-for-pound best and an elite fighter. I mean, it really is. We're talking about some of the best talented boxer I've ever seen, from the left-handed stance to the right-handed stance. It's incredible what he does. He's like Bruce Lee in there.
Yeah, I like it, the Bruce Lee comparison. Israil Madrimov is no slouch as well. Let's not forget the champion, 154 pounds, fantastic amateur record, and he is the man that Terence has to take the belt from. This is Madrimov.
The challenge that awaits Terence Crawford is not one to be underestimated. Unbeaten junior middleweight champion Israil Madrimov is ready for the opportunity.
Team happy. We are happy. Let's go.
While his camp is based out of California, the dream holds his homeland Uzbekistan close to his heart.
Oh, it's crazy over there. Back in Uzbekistan, him, MJ, Beck, Jalalov, they're all like superstars over there, rock stars. They have a parade every time they're coming back home. Yeah, it's nuts. He can't really train there because like people are just stopping him everywhere. You can see something like that. Time. It's similar to like Manny Pacquiao,
He may not have Crawford's status, but Madrimov knows adversity. Growing up in Uzbekistan, he collected water from the communal well and firewood to heat his family's home. Starting at age 10, boxing was a way to give his family a better life. Madrimov's dedication would lead to national recognition.
Have the title in amateur boxer, Asian Games, World Cup, and then Asian Championships.
Despite an accomplished amateur career, Madrimov was denied the opportunity to fulfill his Olympic dream.
Him not making the Olympic team must have been absolutely devastating. I'm sure a lot of people didn't believe in him after that.
You know, it's life. God gave me a different line, you know.
It didn't take long for Madrimov to rise through the professional ranks.
So Madrimov comes from the Uzbek, style of fighting.
Good uppercut and a huge left hook.
These guys go for world championships in under 10 fights.
My dream is champions belt in pro boxing.
Performance of a lifetime on his biggest stage, and he is showing out.
Very good for my career, for my family, for my country. Long time waiting this day. I'm happy.
This belt coming to Uzbekistan.
Israil Madrimov is an excellent fighter. Working with Joel and Antonio Diaz really helped transition Madrimov from the elite amateur into the elite professional that we're seeing today.
There's a hard hook. Pereira's out on his feet.
Madrimov's boxing style is completely unpredictable. Incredible movement, good defense, and punches from all kinds of different angles with extreme power.
Brutal body shot by Madrimov.
His style is awesome. He moves a lot, great power in his punches, strong fighter. He wants to be the best, and that's why we're here.
I don't think Crawford has ever fought anyone that's his caliber as far as like athleticism, his footwork and speed, and combinations.
Watch your balance, watch your balance.
Israil, good. 85.
Whoa.
Easy.
Good.
As August 3rd approaches, the champion Israil Madrimov is leaving no stone unturned as he studies what's coming his way.
Only watching, and we are making inside all tactic, In ring, is moving, is watching all punch, is smart guy.
I expected to be a good, tough fight, but he made it look so easy that that's probably his best fight.
Understanding the task at hand, the Uzbek warrior knows how to do things the hard way. Coming from humble beginnings to fighting his way to the top of the boxing world, reaping the rewards along the way.
When younger, if you see Hammer going to picture, now my dream is
Israil Madrimov, if he beats Terence Crawford, all of a sudden he becomes a top pound-for-pound fighter and everyone's talking about him.
He has this burning desire to win. He's out to conquer the sport and be his best, and that's what makes him dangerous.
To dethrone the pound-for-pound king who loves fighting in the pocket, Madrimov has to outwork him.
Now they're wrestling against the ropes.
But Madrimov has the repertoire, an all-around athlete with background in judo, wrestling, and gymnastics, which he plans to use to upset the best fighter in the world.
Today, day off. First of all, wrestling, relax day.
It's a place of peace. You don't think about anything else. Because if you think about something else,
just going to get choked out.
It's going to be a very competitive fight because I think Madrimov is going to be bigger, he's going to be stronger, I think he has a better footwork, he's maybe more athletic.
I think he's the best athlete in boxing. I don't think I've seen a more explosive athlete than Israil Madrimov.
All right, I was going to ask you, I guess, an easy question. Easy, tough, I don't know how you guys are going to take it. How good is Israil Madrimov?
Damn good. Yeah. Because he's a natural 154 pounder. He comes from that Uzbek, amateur style of fighting where they fought everywhere, all over the world, over 300 amateur fights. He's strong. He has a footwork. He knows how to fight on the inside. He's powerful. All of the above. And he has a chin. Has a great team behind him in the Diaz brothers. I just think overall, he's one of these fighters that you can't overlook, and obviously Crawford's not overlooking him, but he's underrated. He's under the radar, and that's the scary part. When you have that much skill and talent and power and momentum going behind you, but no one knows you. No one really heard of you.
Scary,
that's the scary part.
Yeah, that's scary. You know when you say Crawford's not overlooking him, Crawford isn't, but is the world, because everyone's talking about Crawford versus Canelo. It's almost like it's a foregone conclusion that Crawford gets the job done. I mean, could Crawford slightly be overlooking him because that carrot being dangled in front of him saying Canelo, Canelo, Canelo?
That's not Crawford's makeup. That's not his nature. But to your point, the kid is damn good, Madrimov, that is. He's damn good. The thing that we have the opportunity to do and we have to do is we got to study the kid. You turn on Madrimov, watch one YouTube video of him, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. But who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do it. Maybe you'll do it now because we've said it, but leading up to this, everybody wants to know word of mouth. Hey, can he fight? Can he fight? I'm telling you, get on YouTube, you watch 30 seconds of the kid. You're like, oh, we got a real fight.
You know, he can fight. He almost reminds me of a young Golovkin. He's got that kind of presence about him as well.
I like
quite
that.
scary, yeah?
Yeah,
Young
I like
Golovkin,
that.
quite scary. All right, remember, DAZN isn't just about boxing. There's so much more to come when DAZN stay locked in. All right, here's a reminder of what's coming your way on the main card this Saturday. We start with the exciting Andy Cruz, who takes on Antonio Moran. Undefeated David Morrell looks to move to 11-0 when he faces Hot Rod Kaladzic. Then come the heavyweights, with Jared Anderson and Martin Bakoli go toe-to-toe, before Andy Ruiz returns to the big time with a battle against Big Baby Jarrell Miller. The co-main features Isaac Pitbull Cruz challenging Jose Valenzuela. Remember, that's for the WBA World Super Lightweight title. And a stacked card concludes with the pound-for-pound king, Terence Crawford, taking on Israil Madrimov. Yeah, that's a crazy fight card. It really is. It kind of goes back all the way to those Don King cards of the 80s, where it isn't just a main event, you've got a co-main event, and you've got a good chief support, you've got so much on it. When you look at it, in terms of the standout, apart from Madrimov Crawford or Crawford Madrimov, what's the one fight you're like, okay, I don't know which way that's going, this is a tough one?
Anderson Bakoli.
Yeah,
I just think that one's so evenly matched. They fight similarly as well, but Anderson, I think, throws better body shots. Bakoli's just a beast. That's going to be a tricky fight to score. I mean, it's a toss-up. Isaac Cruz is another toss-up. I mean, this is just from top to bottom. From top to bottom, this is the beauty of matchmaking. This is ace plus matchmaking. You got to hand it. You got to hand it to everyone involved here.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the one for me. Isaac Cruz and Rayo Valenzuela. I think that fight is kind of a pick 'em fight. Who's going to get who first? And that one's probably going to be, that could still the fight of the night.
Yeah, I know you guys don't want to hear my opinion. I'm going to give it anyway. A Ruiz versus Miller. They both desperately need a win. They just desperately need a win.
You just don't, they're heavyweights and you don't know what's going to happen.
That's what it is.
It's funny. Like,
you don't know. When the big boys get in the ring, and we're talking two real big boys here, 300 pounds big boys.
Yeah.
When they get in the ring, you just don't know what's going to happen. But it does show, look, we've got a great fight card. We have Saturday. Make sure you tune in. Scan the QR code. Why would you not? Why do I even have to convince you to scan the QR code for this one? It's a crazy fight card. There's about 5 fights on this card that are main events in itself. 5 fights, the main events in itself. Absolutely. And the main event's a special main event. Terence Crawford bidding to become a 4-weight world champion and cement his place as the pound-for-pound king of boxing. Tune in on Saturday.
Final seconds of the 11th round. What more could they possibly give?
you're gonna fight, boy, do it for some money.
Remember the dream, stay focused. Everything or nothing. Final round. Everything or nothing, son. Everything or nothing.